All right, everybody, so we are back here at this space. Just thought I would give you guys a quick update video. It is early in the morning, the sun's just rising. The team was here a minute ago. I just met with the contractors. They went and are gonna be right back here. So just thought I would give you guys a quick little update with where we are at. So as you can see, first things first, you can see they already did a lot with the walls, right? So they just touched up the walls. They're beginning to prime them today to be painted. We just went through this morning and put tape on all of the walls and just mark the specific colors we're going to use. We're going to get some color swatches and just confirm that we like the aesthetic of everything. The details matter. What they did with the floors here, you'll see they just went through and just sanded everything down, leveled all of the floors. So everything's pretty good to go on that front. And then they're just gonna, at the very end, we're gonna add the flooring and all of that. So just walking through and coordinating everything. You can see for the most part, most of the demo work is already completed. Now, for the most part, we are just waiting to finish the last little minute touches with sanding the floor. We did that first because just sanding it can get very messy. So we wanted to make sure all of that was cleared up before we started the paint. So the next phase, we will start the painting, getting all of the walls painted, ready to go. With these walls, they're gonna be primed. And then we're doing 3 layers of paint to make sure that it looks beautiful. And then from there, we are gonna do a little electrical work, some of the build out with some of the walls and things, opening a door up, building out the X-ray suite, and then we're gonna lay the flooring down, do the ceiling, do the lighting, and then the flooring. Here later this afternoon, we have a reception desk arriving. So you can see we're not really ready for that yet. So we're just basically gonna store it off in the corner. So that's arriving today. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna take you guys through my day today. Shooting on my iPhone, my camera just died, what up? But got a busy day today. I feel like a lot of things, we're just trying to get so much done before we're about to open. So I feel it'll be best just to take you guys through that day so you guys can see everything that's going on behind the scenes. This morning, we just came back from the practice, had the meeting, we had the desk arrive. And now I'm going to go to a one-on-one meeting with a young entrepreneur. She's young, ambitious, similar to me. We have that in common. We're opening our businesses kind of simultaneously together here. So it'd be interesting to connect with her, and just something I'm trying to do more of is personal one-on-one strategic meetings with people in the community. Right now I'm trying to do like 3 a week. I want to amp that up to hopefully do one every morning, and just slowly but surely build those key networks, those key relationships, and just get to know people and connect with people and build that network. I feel is so important for me, being in a new area, new town, opening a new business. Knowing people is everything, and something that I'm just really passionate and want to do more of. So about to go to this meeting, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Okay, so we just got done with the one-on-one meeting. It went really well. And what a cool, unique little coffee shop. It's actually pretty interesting. They do a lot of work with like special needs. So it's more of like a charity kind of coffee shop, which was really interesting. And that's something that interested me because it's something that I want to do more of, is form these partnerships with different charities and foundations who do really incredible work. For them, they work with a lot of special needs folks, which I think is a really great cause and something I want to help with. So it's nice to build those relationships. Actually met the owner, and I plan on having a one-on-one with him next week just to talk more about how his business and how I can help him. And something we may do is, I'm going to do a lot of events in our practice, and it's something where we can do different charities and donations to help causes for these events. So, we plan on doing an event at least once a quarter, maybe more. And it'll be nice to be able to raise charities and give back in the community and do some really good work with that. So that was really cool. Have another meeting, and then gotta run a couple of errands, and then we'll be back at the house because I got some work to do. All right, so I'm at the practice, right? I drove over here because we literally had 500 pounds of lead that just got delivered. That lead, it's like rolled up lead sheets that's gonna be used for the x-ray room, because to take x-rays, you have to have the lead sheets applied to the wall, basically, obviously to prevent the x-rays from leaking out and radiating the place. So anywho, I'm driving just to the store right here. I'm going to Walmart. I'm just going to pick up like some Gatorade and some snacks and things, little things just for the workers, just to show appreciation. They've been working unbelievably hard on the space, trying to get it ready on time. So just going to do something just to show my appreciation for them.
So I stopped by the practice later that afternoon and look at all the progress. The walls have been primed and the first coat of paint has been added, and peep those black baseboards. Do they look good? The contractors are installing the rest of them as we speak. Huge day, big milestones accomplished, love the progress, but little did I know, one of my worst nightmares was about to happen. Damn.
That's where it came from.
All right, so let's talk about what happened. So last night, I get a call from a contractor saying that there was a leak in the practice. They thought a water pipe had bursted. So there were a couple workers, they were about finished for the night, they were just cleaning up, and they heard a big like pop sound, and all this water started spraying all over the floor. So they wanted to try to shut off the water, but they couldn't find where the water valve was to shut off the water for the space. So they called me to see if I knew. I didn't know. Tried to call the landlords, property managers, couldn't get up with anybody. It was after business hours, no one was answering. So I rushed over to the practice, and that's when you saw the videos that I just showed with you there. Called 911, had the fire department come over. They didn't really know what to do, but luckily they were able to finally, after, I mean, it probably was going off for like an hour, at least probably. They're able to shut off the sprinkler system. So we found out it wasn't a water pipe, it was actually one of the sprinklers went off. Just one of the fire sprinklers. So they shut off the sprinkler system to the entire building, and it's still shut off right now, and so the water stopped, and then we spent the next few hours basically just trying to get as much of the water out as we possibly could. So good news is we got pretty much all the standing water out. We went and got some industrial fans, set them up, and just try to dry out the space as much as we possibly could. But I mean, you saw in the video, there was probably at least, 2 to 3 inches of water that accumulated in the practice. So, where we're looking at now, I filed an insurance claim this morning. So we got an inspector coming out tomorrow to take a look at the space and inspect the damage and what we need to do going forward with the claim. Got some people coming over to inspect the fire sprinklers, because it appears that they're malfunctioning, or at least it appears so that they're malfunctioning. So it's just one of those things like, oh my gosh, this can't happen again. Could you imagine if we were open and this happened? I don't even know what we would do. So here we are. So I'm at the Home Depot right now. You see, I'm at the Home Depot right now, and I got a dehumidifier, and gonna just try to remove some of the moisture that's in the air inside the space to hopefully suck out, as much moisture as we can. Have the fans running in different locations. So going forward, I mean, this is unfortunately going to be something that's just going to set us back. How long? I don't know. Talk with the contractors, another, I guess, good thing, trying to find good in this is, in terms of damage, we're mostly just looking at drywall. Unfortunately, I inspected this morning, and it looks like there's electrical damage throughout the space as well. So, that's probably going to be, a costly and timely thing. But, hey, it could always be worse, right? It could always be worse. Luckily, there's no personal damage. In terms of property damage, it doesn't appear to be significant. We'll find out once the insurance inspector comes through. They do a proper analysis of it. We're looking at maybe getting a restoration company in to take a look at everything. I mean, I don't know what further they could do. I mean, we already removed all the water. We have, you know, moisture fans running to remove moisture. I just got a dehumidifier to run the space. So, you know, we're still going to get some people to look out that we're in network with to see what they think we can do for the time being to really just mitigate and help prevent the issue from getting worse. And so we can move forward with this. And so I'm hoping that this can be something that's a hump in the road, but something we can get through, and that, you know, we can settle this claim and just hopefully move through, get these repairs done and go forward. In terms of the length of time these repairs can get done, I mean, you know, if it's just drywall work, we can just pretty much replace a lot of the drywall where there's damage. There's a good chance we'll have to repair the drywall throughout the entire space. At least sections of it where the water, you know, accumulated on the bottom half where like the baseboards are and such. So, but nonetheless, it could always be worse. There could be worse things that can happen. In terms of water damage, luckily, you know, we don't have any neighboring tenants, so we don't have to worry about it affecting anyone else's business. Of course, it indirectly affects ours because now it's affecting our timeline and our budget with this. But good news is, you know, I have liability insurance. We have property damage insurance on the space. So, you know, hopefully things move forward with this. Obviously, huge fork in the road. I'm still kind of in shock about it, you know, but it's one of those things where, look, in business, there are going to be hiccups. There's going to be things that happen, and you just have to figure out how to move forward with it. And that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm just like, okay, it happened. We got to get over it. We got to get past it. How do we move forward with it and take appropriate action? And I feel like we have instilled everything. I've done everything I possibly can to get this moving forward. We settled the claim. I have people coming to inspect it. We got people inspecting the fire systems and the sprinkler systems and the piping system, make sure it's all in good working order. Got people work on the electrical, and obviously we're going to wait, you know, until we assess the damage to see what we need to do moving forward with all the repairs. But my gosh, guys, did not expect that's how it's been my Monday, but here we are. So I'll go back to the practice and I'll show you guys what it currently looks like, and we'll set this dehumidifier up.
All right, guys, so here is the aftermath. You know, so surprisingly, we got most of the water out on the floor, like I said. That noise you hear, we got some fans and things rolling right now. Let me go back through here. See, we got fans. Shut those off real quick. Come back through here. So, as you can see, this is sort of like the main gist of it, where we got most of the water, you know, damage you guys saw in here last night, the room where I walked in when it was all black. That's what this all was. And in here, this is the lovely little sprinkler that opened up. You can see, you know, pretty much damaged. This entire wall and all of this, I'm sure, is pretty damn damaged, but door, other wall, this is where that opening was going to come out to the front. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Like I said too, you see you have these cords going out there because like none of these outlets are working. I don't know if that happened with the water leak. I'm assuming so because they were working earlier. So yeah, it's kind of where we're at. And we come out through here. As you can see, I mean, all of this was just covered with water last night. So we did a pretty good job getting the water out. You know, if you feel like you can still see some wetness in through here, you know, a lot of water kind of seeped through and leaked out on the other end, which is the outside of the building. Kind of expect, but if you feel here, like it feels kind of damp, but very mild. And I think having these fans in here are really helping. You can see a lot of moisture is accruing up through here on the window seals. It already looks a lot better from before, but that's why I have the dehumidifier to hopefully help with that. So that's why I have the dehumidifier to hopefully help mitigate some of this extra moisture. It feels a lot better than last night, but there's definitely, you know, probably a lot of moisture lingering in the air just from all of that. Like if we go out here to these windows right out here,
So these windows here, it already looks way better than it did before, but you can see, you know, there's already a lot of moisture that just has gotten on here from all the humidity. So just gonna run this dehumidifier right here and hopefully clear out some of this extra moisture to help mitigate everything. So yeah, so that's pretty much, I mean, where we're at right now. Like I said, it's luckily there's not too much damage. You know, you saw the desks here, they were raised up on pallets, so, you know, everything looks fine from that standpoint. Which, did I show you guys what the desks look like yet? Let me see. Here we go. Boom, check it out. But pretty cool desks, right? So this is all combined. It's gonna make an L-shaped desk, which will be cool once it's installed. We're gonna add our own finishes to it, which is gonna be really neat. I'm super excited to kind of show what it looks like, but really high quality, really high quality. So I'm excited about this, and I'm glad it did not get damaged. But yeah, you know, other than that, nothing appears to be damaged. Other than like the drywall and things. So hopefully all is good, and the electrical. But hopefully other than that, everything's good and we can get moving forward with this. But you know, I think about this and it's like, you know, you just saw Hurricane Ian happen. All those people in Florida that just got devastated by it. And it's like, okay, this was a microcosm of that. It's certainly gotten worse. Think of all the businesses and homes, people who are still without power, without homes, without businesses now. So, you know, you see what happened here and you're like, okay, this could be way worse. You know, but it's still, you can't help but feel just a lot of emotions being a new business and opening, but we'll get through this. We'll get through this. You know, you work so hard. You give everything you got to, you give everything to this business, you know. And you work so hard to hit on that timeline. I mean, you work endless nights, early mornings, tireless planning, work, all this to coordinate, to fit this timeline, so specific. You start scheduling appointments, everybody, to try to create this great momentum for this opening, and then this happens, which just wipes all of that for the time being. And it's tough. And it's even more nerve-wracking. I don't know how long this is going to take to fix. You know, this could be a week delay. This could be a few months delay. I don't know. So it's a little nerve-wracking when we budgeted and planned specifically to open in November at the latest, you know, and here we are, like, I don't know what reality looks like right now with this. So it's tough, guys. It's tough, but you just got us to look for the positive. I'm just trying so hard. My mindset is just look for the good things. Be grateful that there wasn't more damage. Be grateful that nobody was hurt, that it didn't affect any other businesses. Be grateful that this didn't happen while we were open or later. Like, who knows? Maybe there's a fault in the sprinkler system and it could have happened while we were already open or later on when we already did more advanced build out stuff and want to cause more damage and more time and more headaches. So, you know, just trying to search for the good with that and know, like, there's so many more people suffering a lot more worse damage than what I have here. So, but man, you can't help but feel a lot of emotions right now. And I'm accepting of that. I'm allowing myself to feel these emotions and just doing what we can to move forward with this, being resilient, being strong, and just putting one foot forward. It's all you can do. I can't allow something like this to hold me back. And it just feels like, man, I just keep thinking how amazing this is going to be. Like, I'm doing something so amazing and so good for the world. If you're a chiropractor watching this, you're going to do something so amazing, so good for the world. And it seems like, man, and I feel like some people here might resonate with this. Whenever you want to try to do something good in the world, it feels like there's that negative, that dark energy force that wants to bring you down and keep you from doing that. And so sometimes if you're going through a tough time or something bad happens and it just feels like another thing, it's because something so good is about to transpire. And I'm just trying to stay resilient, thick skin, moving forward, because I know at the end of the day, man, we're going to open with a bang. We're going to change lives. We're going to inspire the world and do a lot of good here. A lot of good is going to happen here and through here. And just trying to see it all through, no matter what it takes. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I said it was going to be easy. But damn, is it going to be worth it? So then we're in the vlog here. We've got a lot to do today. I'm still moving forward with my marketing, still moving forward with getting the business ready and doing everything that it takes to get going. I'm still operating as if I'm going to open in November because I want to be ready. And hopefully in the next update video, you guys will all learn more about what this is going to entail moving forward. So thank you for watching so much. If you like this video, please give it a like. I really appreciate that. I want to get this algorithm back going so we can get more people to watch this vlog. I think a lot of people will get a lot from it. If you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing to the channel and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you so much.